explanation is this is a technical fix from last year judicial redistricting. There were, as you can imagine, for 2 years, there are a lot of discussions. And in the bills that we did last year, this did not get carried over. Speaking with the chairman, we've gone back and looked, and understanding kind of where things were, we wanted to get this out. If you look at the bill, it's only affecting in the areas of Carroll County, Grenada, Montgomery, Panola, Tallahatchie, Tate, and Yallabusha. Section 2, it allowed for, there's a judgeship, and I'll explain it this way. There's 2 in the redistricting that happened. There was a back and forth whether it should have been 3. Okay. Since the start of this session, been going back and forth with the chairman over there. And ultimately, this is the bill that came out of that. There's 3 chancellors. In section 2, it says qualifying by February 2nd. However, that date's already passed. If you look at lines 51, there's a trigger language or actually it's a backstop that says that if it hasn't made it to the governor, then anybody qualifying, they have till May 1st of 2026 to qualify. And that's the other sections are the sections that were from the bill from last year. So that's what the bill does. So open it up to any questions. Senator Turner Ford.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
And I'm sorry, before you say that, this is double referred. So it's double referred to appropriation. So that's why I wanted to go ahead and take this up.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So I guess my concern is not necessarily a question. The judges have, a lot of them have qualified and the deadline has passed according to what they understood it would be. And I would just like to note that I just think it's
Can you pull into the mic?
Or if I have I have trepidation, I guess, about changing the law now. Some judges probably have announced and maybe think that they're unopposed. And we're now changing the districts. It just seems midstream. And I don't, maybe this was something that was contemplated. This is not my area, so I don't know how many chancellors they thought that they would have, but I just wanted to make a note of that. I would likely vote against the bill.
Two things on that. So one, we've already passed another bill, a cleanup bill that, had 5 days after it went into effect. Second, this bill, I've talked to Chairman Horan, and to your point, this only applies in this area. I've been assured that, and let me say this, I wouldn't bring this bill up if it was going to cause a whole bunch of problems. Okay, let's just put it that way. And these bills have been brought up, both the one we did before and this one, with assurances that the judges and potentially any qualifying people who would qualify are aware of it. And that's, as I understand it, the case here. In all fairness to Chairman Horan, the date in here was February 2nd. We're trying to get it to the governor, but that's why you have this backup language in there. So I hear what you're saying, but also I think judges were on notice for 2 years that we were redistricting. It was, as I don't need to tell y'all what all went into it. It was a very significant changes, and there was bound to be some technical fixes that we had to do. But circling back around, the bills that are doing these fixes, I've been assured that the people that are there that had interests have been talked to, understand what's going on. And now anybody could obviously come out of the woodwork. If we pass this, it gets May 1st. That means anybody could come out, but that's allowing, but that's only in that district.
And just to that point, I'm not trying to protect. I have no idea who these chancellors are in that area, but it's just, I just don't like the hodgepodge type of approach that this seems to. the way it manifests. And I just wanted to state that. Thank
Well,
you.
but in all due respect, it's not hodgepodge. There's been a 2-year process that's involved conversations, everybody, judges, legislators, senators, House members. And so it's not hodgepodge. And it hasn't been done, as I said last year, in, you know, 3 decades or something. So there's moving parts from a map to the code sections to all of that. So honestly, to have just 2 bills out of everything that we did is probably pretty good, I would say. Any other questions? Motion is title sufficient, do pass. All in favor, say aye. All opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you. Motion is rise and report. All in favor? Aye. Thank you. This will go to appropriations. Thank you very much.